Hi, everyone. Welcome to Setting Your New Year's Goals. I'm so excited that you're here and Happy New Year to 2021. I'm glad that you're spending time with me today to talk about nailing down your New Year's goals and what steps you need to take to make them happen. Regardless of what your goal is, the purpose is with the hopes of improving your life into the new year. Goals and resolutions can come in many shapes and forms. So reflect and be honest with yourself when setting your goals. That's really the key. And I'm happy that you're taking this journey with me today. So let's get started. So, first, let's talk about 7 reasons why most people can't stick to their goals. So, number 1, people don't want to go it alone. It's good to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who have similar goals as you do. Get rid of negative people who will drain you emotionally and mentally, even if they say they're willing to be your partner in the same goal that you want to achieve. Number 2, you could be too lofty in your goals. Many of us are guilty of thinking too big, making it almost impossible to meet our goals. It's a good idea to examine your resolutions. Check whether they are things you really want for yourself, that you did not commit to them just because someone was expecting you to, or you thought that it was what you were supposed to do. Number 3, giving up too easily. So it could be that you just lose interest in your goal. That's pretty common. Many people set goals with a genuine belief that they will accomplish them. Set some benchmarks throughout the year, keeping yourself on track with smaller benchmarks to give you some momentum. You don't want to be pushing the ball up a big hill. You tick off the smaller goals along the way to get you to the big goal. Now let's look at your time management. It also happens that when you look at your goal, you realize it will never fit into the time slot you have allocated for it. Maybe you need to break your goal up into manageable time frames, similar to that above. Make daily habits where you spare some minutes every day dedicated to your goals. Then you won't just throw the towel in when you see the huge time frame the goal might require. So sometimes a goal is not financially viable. Many people will give up on their dreams and goals when it dawns on them that they might have to fork out more money than they anticipated. Those membership fees at the gym suddenly seem like way out of reach, and you find yourself saying like, okay, I'll just start that next year. But you also need to realize that you can achieve goals without the financial expense. Instead of working out for the gym, run around the block a few times or go for a hike. There's lots of ways that you can do things without the extra expense. So, number 6, making unrealistic goals. So, resolutions aren't always easy because they require changes in behavior. Lots of us don't want to admit to the fact that our laundry list requires quite a lot of change. A good idea is to pick just one goal that you really, really believe in, that you can really achieve, and then stick with that one. It's far better to succeed at the smaller, more manageable tasks than the bigger, loftier ones. So, number 7, a plan of action is required. So, it's important for you to make a plan of action to achieve your goals. So, let's talk about tips now on creating New Year's goals. So, number 1, really be honest with yourself. This is your goal. You're not doing it for anyone else, so be honest with you. If you have decided to make a New Year goal or resolution, did you make one because everyone else is talking about theirs? That's pretty common. Or are you really committed to running that marathon and tossing the weight that you know will require a lot of commitment and change? So, 2, keep your future in mind. Everyone dreams of where they imagine themselves in the future, where they will be in 5, 10, 20 years from now. where they intend to spend their sunset years, etc. So what does your picture look like? I've given you some great handouts on the website, and make sure that you download the handout called Making a Vision Board. This will really help you to look into the future and start creating that future that you really want for yourself. Number 3, create good habits for keeping your goal. Now keep them in front of you in your mind. List them in a diary or your planner. You're your list to the computer screensaver. Keeping those good habits leads you to the final goalposts. Embed them into your daily schedule. Okay, now let's talk about why it's important to set goals in the first place. So, setting goals means taking control of your life. You're in the driver's seat. When you set goals for yourself, thinking about where you are going, what you want to achieve, you kind of break free from your autopiloted life and start living a life that you consciously create for yourself. You no longer let other people tell you what to do. You are proactively taking charge and thinking about what you want for your very own self. It gives you maximum results. There are heaps of top performers in the world, world-class athletes who have all set goals for themselves. Take Michael Phelps, for instance. He was the competitive swimmer, the most decorated Olympian of all time. And what about Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, or Richard Branson, the adventurer and business magnate? What about Elon Musk, CEO of SpaceX and Tesla Motors? All these guys and many women set goals for themselves, achieving maximum results. So it helps to create laser focusing, which is really key when setting our goal. We all know by now that it gives us focus. So life's purpose will give a general direction of where you need to go, but the goals then give you the focus of where to spend your time and energy on. So setting goals makes you accountable. You become accountable when you have goals, because now instead of just the talk, you're obliged to actually act. Even though you have made yourself accountable by telling friends and family of your plans, you're still accountable only to yourself, not anyone else. Setting specific targets puts your life on track. And if it isn't, you know you need to do something about it. So goals motivate you. Having goals reminds you to move away from the negative obstacles and reconnect with your innermost desires. It was Henry Ford who said that obstacles in life are the frightening things that you see when you have taken your eyes off the goal. Sometimes when you are feeling down and out and negative, it's often because you have nothing to look forward to dream about. Your goals are like rainbows, pushing you out of the storms. So it makes you the best you can be to live your best life. So goals help you to reach your highest potential. Without any goals, you just do the daily activities that keep going each day, like being in a rut. You're prevented from growing, denying yourself the privilege of tapping into your potential. Goals and targets make you venture into new places, new situations. When you set a goal, you are kind of ensuring that you will not settle for anything less than what you desire. So that's a wrap, everyone. I hope that this was a wonderful workshop to help you achieve your goals for 2021. All who have accomplished great things have had great aim. They have fixed their gaze on a goal which was high, which sometimes seemed impossible. So just remember, I'm here to support you every step of the way to achieve your goals. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see all the things that you achieve.